Hello, Joe here from Infiniti of Tacoma. Today I'm going to tell you about this lovely 2021 Infiniti QX50 LUXE all-wheel drive that we have for sale. One awesome compact luxury crossover. 2021 is a great year for the QX50 because previously optional equipment became standard on the QX50 for 2021. Steering assist, blind spot warning, a lot of great safety features have become standard equipment. We can look over here on the driver's assistance right here and I'll tell you what we have. So we have a lane departure warning and lane departure intervention. So it'll steer you back in your lane if you start veering out of it. Then we have a steering assist. So basically this will keep you centered in your lane on the highway. So with the adaptive cruise control, it's what we call level 2 autonomy. So this car is not going to drive on its own, but what it can do is while you're cruising along the highway, just as long as you have your hand in the wheel and you're paying attention, it will steer within its own lane on the highway, and it will brake and accelerate in its own lane with the flow of traffic all the way to a complete stop. It's what we call level 2 autonomy, so the car is doing the work for you, but you're supervising. They still require you to pay attention, keep your hand in the wheel and pay attention. But if you drive and stop and go traffic, it is amazing. Great feature to have. So then we have distance control, so that will just encourage you to slow down, or if a vehicle is slowed down in front of you, the vehicle will slow down with that car in front of you, even if the adaptive cruise control isn't on. The distance control assist is not a safety feature, that's a driver's assistance feature. We do have like forward emergency braking and stuff as well. Then we have a blind spot warning, blind spot intervention. And then we have forward emergency braking and backward emergency braking. So lots of great safety features. And then as you can see, this bottom screen is a tab-like interface for vehicle settings and apps. We have heated seats. We have a nice leather-up steering wheel. This one has 41,093 miles at the time of making this video. Really nice color combination. The QX50 has been a great selling crossover for us. It's a perfect size. Even though it's classified as a compact, you know, it doesn't feel too compact in the inside. I'm 6'2". I had that front seat adjusted for my height. I have plenty of headroom and legroom back here. The rear seats also slide back and forth. They recline. Then it's nice having this huge panoramic roof panel. Allows lots of natural light into the interior versus not having it. It can kind of get a little bit cave-like, especially when it's dark and overcast like that. So you have a little bit brighter, happier feeling. And then if it gets too bright out, we have a power sunshade. We'll leave it open right now, but you can close that to dim things down if it gets too bright out in the summertime. The QX50, it comes standard with front-wheel drive. Intelligent all-wheel drive is optional. This one has the optional intelligent all-wheel drive system. The reason why it's intelligent is when all-wheel drive is not needed, it'll be 100% front-wheel drive to help save on gas, and then it can send power to the rear wheels as needed. We also have a power lift gate, lots of cargo space, and of course you can fold down those rear seats as well if you need even more cargo space. Beautiful curvaceous body on the QX50. They went to great lengths, Infiniti went to great lengths to really make this look good. We have this clamshell design on the hood to keep nice flowing lines consistent all the way to the rear of the vehicle. Beautiful front end styling, very reminiscent of our Q50 and Q60 coupe and sedan. Then let's talk about this VC turbo engine, or also called a variable compression turbo engine. Infiniti was working on this engine technology for about 20 years. Finally, they were confident enough to put it in a production vehicle. It's done great. We've had these engines in the QX50. We started getting these new redesigned QX50s in 2018 as 2019 models. So basically, it's a variable compression engine, so it can mechanically change the compression ratio on the fly depending on the way you're driving. For instance, if you're just kind of cruising along the highway, cruising along on back roads, not needing all that power, the car can tell. So calibrate the engine to a 14:1 compression ratio, which will give you maximum fuel efficiency. But maybe you're getting a little aggressive of driving, or dipping into that throttle, maybe you have the drive mode selector in sport mode. Well, the car can tell you're doing performance driving, so it'll quickly change the compression ratio to an 8:1 compression ratio, which will maximize engine output, which is 260 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. It actually makes more torque than the 3.7 liter V6 it replaces. Even though it's about almost half the size of the engine it replaces, it makes more torque, and that's thanks to turbo technology and that variable compression turbo technology. Now they're actually starting to use these engines in Nissan products. They're actually, I think, a 3-cylinder engine, if I could remember correctly. It's not a 4-cylinder like in this QX50 that they use in the Rogue, but it's done great, and we'll probably start seeing more of these VC turbo engines start to pop up in more Nissan and Infiniti products as the years start rolling by. Thanks so much for taking the time today to watch this video. Hopefully we see you soon, and have a wonderful day.